ACK. Let's start from ACK attack, right? The CS came and said, we know the politicians who organized those goons. He said that. He's not arresting them. He's not naming the politicians. You can imagine if it was an opposition leader who had sent those goons for some reason. This is ACK, one of the oldest. Like, when you talk about Christianity in Kenya, you talk about ACK Cathedral. It's a hallowed place, really. Sacred completely. But goons go there, harass people in the name of the budget. Mokomen says he knows the goons. He doesn't arrest them. So I want to answer your question from the word go. If you are the minister, you are saying you know the politicians who organize the goons, you're not arresting them, you're not naming them, then you are the mastermind of the goons. Government is a goon as we speak right now. Let me tell you. Then he comes and says on the eve of the 25th that we know there are some politicians organizing goons tomorrow. And he loves that word. He says, I mean, it was there. I watched him organizing. He doesn't name them. He doesn't arrest them to foil the organization of the goons. He doesn't all those things. I can tell you today. Let me try to show Kenyans the nexus. Now, what the government is doing, they consume raw intelligence. They can tell today, based on all the opinion polls they are doing, if the elections are held today, the president can get maximum 20%, if not less, if the elections are held today. So what is there? It's all over because people are talking. And people are ready for the next year's general election. So what are they doing? Let us have people to instill fear on the masses, to instill fear. And unfortunately, because if we are not very careful, this is a trend they would want to continue all the way up to next year's elections. So when you see this thing, it's a political tactic. Because we are not able to do what we promise people, let us use violence as a tool for next year. Now, I'll tell you this. When I saw what happened in PS, in a whole government PS vehicle, literally, like this now is not talking about issues that happen at night. You know, the young man boards a vehicle, shots, are heard, and the body is out. I can tell you, if there are other democracies, the guy would have resigned himself or would have been sacked by the president. Do you know why he cannot be sacked? It's because that is what the government wants. It's a government of goons and violence. So it's not going to go anywhere. He just said the other day, you know what? I just went to a statement. The worst thing that will happen, if the push comes to shove, he'll sacrifice one of the bodyguards, right? Who'll be arrested in some PR way, go to courts for about cool there 1 week, 2 weeks, and all that. Then he gets out because it is a system. That's what the system is saying. Use young people, pay them, use them as goons, and if the worst come to the worst, they're killing people in this country, the young people, unfortunately, it's not a big deal. You just kill, and the PS comes and says, you know what? I'm not aware. It's not the government. Literally. That's what to mean. We are no longer ruled by the rule of law here. It's no longer about the constitution. It's about some other system that you cannot be with. And then, something very interesting. CS Mokomen goes to Rift Valley, and he threatens everyone who needs to be threatened. Okay? And he says, remember, guys, there's something he wrote about reverse psychology. Okay? Now, that reverse psychology is what he's using on us. Try to talk about people planning violence, tend to say, Rigathi Gachagua will not even vote, he may be inside police cells and all that. Then says Kikuyus are good, we are going to isolate Rigathi Gachagua and deal with him. So he is trying to sell us some fear and some propaganda. Going all the way to say many things, like I'm aware that there are people here who wants to use what these people want to do. And even going to say that Rigathi Gachagua is getting money from aspirants and business people. Dennis, have you heard anybody who has recorded a statement saying that he has been asked for money? Parties are built by members' contributions, by the way. It's good to tell more comments so that he doesn't know that we don't know. So the kind of things he's bringing about, he is targeting something. Yeah, he is targeting something to cause some narrative against the person now, targeting the person of the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua and all that kind of thing. Then let me tell you this, Dennis, and this is very, very sad. We want to put it on record here. This government has no qualms about two things. Young people, killing them, abducting them, disappearing them. Because after all, if somebody comes out, there's some 2 billion somewhere, you can write a note to Professor Makau and you'll be paid, right? They have no qualms. Number two, I can tell you they want to use violence as a tool. People must stand up and say no. It has to be very categorical. Otherwise, I can tell you this, what you see happens in our neighboring countries around elections, a lot of arrest, a lot of harassment, and all that kind of a thing. But as a party, I can tell you this, good to tell you this. We are writing to all the embassies and international community, just for them to take note of this kind of virus and to say that written in that he may, in short, that he may not vote. So just take note so that they know who to take to ICC if anything happens in this country.